it's okay to use elements that your competitors are using, but you don't want to look like a knockoff copy. Like, that's the worst possible thing. I'm a big believer, hey, figure out what's selling well, and then let's mimic them and put our own twist on it. 100%, right? But what you don't want to do is you don't want to steal their exact font, right? You don't want to do like their color scheme. You can borrow that, but like do it in a different way, because, and I'm speaking from personal experience, Amazon will nail you if they're like, hey, this book is too much like this book, this cover, and they'll block the book. You won't be able to change it. It's a big headache. You know, so you want to borrow from some of the best, but don't steal from the best. Like I see, like I have on the screen here, your focus should be really on differentiation, not on creating a poor facsimile of that original bestseller. And like, this is something that I think is becoming more and more of an issue, especially with, it seems like Amazon is kind of cracking down on books that are a little too similar, especially using possibly the like similar titles. So we definitely want to make sure that you're creating a difference between your cover and a competitor's cover, but you're getting the message across to your readers still. So I just want to spend some time talking about that. How can you fix this? Number one is just study your category, study your audience, right? Designed to be different, but still relevant to who's going to be buying your cover. If you're going to be using like Canva, for example, and you're using elements on Canva, make sure you're still doing massive edits, so it doesn't look like all the other, like 500 other books that are using those exact same little elements, right? Or here's a better way, right? If everyone's going to Canva because it's easy and free, then don't go to Canva to grab little elements. Either get AI to create a similar element, right? But with a different twist, so it'll be unique to you. Or like, I could say get a designer to do that, but I think that'd be kind of pointless because we could just get AI to do it for free. So if you are hiring designers on Fiverr, one thing to look out for is review their portfolio and make sure all their covers don't follow a similar template. What I mean by that is, if all of the covers in the designer's portfolio are like title, subtitle, image, author name, don't use them, because they're just following a lazy format with zero creativity behind it. You want to look for designers that have very, very different styles of covers, because they're the ones who understand design language way better, and they're not just following a random template trying to churn as many covers over as you want. And in order to get these type of designers, yes, you are going to be paying $200 to $300 for these type of designers, just because they're better quality. And that's what we want. And number four, I have a little bonus tip, right? If you're using stock images, reverse search to see where else the image appears, right? If it's just appearing in a whole bunch of random books, not good, right? This is something you can do like on yoga books. You reverse image a lot of those yoga things, and you'll find them all from like Fiverr or Vectasy, or not Fiverr, from Adobe or Vectasy, where all the stock images came from.